What's up, guys? Welcome back to Two Dudes in a Brew. I'm Billy,
I'm usually Alex.
and we've got a different type of episode tonight.
Are we not talking?
Yeah, it's gonna be complete silence for like an hour and a half.
It's a complete silent podcast.
If you can find the one time we say a word, you get $1 billion.
They've already won, bud.
No,
We're talking right now.
No, it starts right after this.
When?
Now. Okay, we can't do that.
No, that's
we'll
not
lose
good
so many
content.
fucking people. Again, welcome back. I don't know what fucking episode we're on. I told Alex to quit even putting it in the fucking thing because I don't fucking know.
I still put it in because it makes my OCD feel better.
Fuck your OCD.
That way I continually see the counter. It makes me feel better.
Oh, whatever. We want to thank everybody for all the downloads, likes, and if you're sharing our stuff, we really, really appreciate it.
Can we talk about our YouTube page? That we're finally having some fucking traction.
Wow.
That
Sorry,
sounded like
guys.
a dog got stepped on.
That's exactly what that sounded like. Sorry if you heard that in the mic. So our YouTube, yes. So it's catching a little bit of traction.
It's getting there.
Obviously, I know a lot of people listen to us through their apps, whether it be Apple, Spotify, or any of those places. But we are available for you to look at our beautiful faces on the tube of views.
I'm just happy, like, after months of being off there and it wasn't 100% right and I couldn't seem to get the shit together, we're back on YouTube.
We are back. So you can check it out at Two Dudes in a Brew podcast. We right now have, we'll have like 5 fucking videos up.
Here soon,
Yeah. So make sure you check it out, like, subscribe, comment, do the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm tired of getting?
What?
Those fucking comments, it's like, it tells this whole fucking story and then it's just trying to sell you something.
Yes. Oh,
Like,
yes.
And like most of the time it's like end of the world shit. Sick of that. Like
End of which world?
the entire world.
Oh.
All of the worlds. Universe
Oh.
included.
That's deep.
Yeah, it's really fucking. I usually
the hell?
go and I delete that shit like immediately because I don't want that on our feed. Like, we don't need that.
Nah, we don't need that.
Now, if you want to fucking post some shit about some beer, yeah, fuck yeah.
Billy,
What?
if they would like to email us their beer suggestions, where can they email it to?
Two Dudes in a Brew podcast at gmail.com.
That was nice.
I know it was really
That was
quick.
nice.
We need to get to the beer, and we also need to talk about what the topic's going to be.
Lead me off then, sweetheart.
We'll start with what the topic is. So,
What's the topic?
based on the influence of
Click on your screen with your little pink mouse.
yeah, clicky.
With your
Uh,
bright pink mouse.
Yes. All right, whatever, Alex. It's Albanese. Fuck off. But based on the influence from our marketing manager, Jordan, this topic was completely her idea, and I think it's going to be awesome. But it's last meals of people on death row.
What's wrong with you?
She loves murder.
Dude, you know how much Law & Order SVU we watched when we were just dating?
Dude, we did the same thing.
It's fucking scary.
We went to the store and bought like the fucking big disc
Oh, is that
set.
when you bought the DVD set?
Yeah, back
Oh,
before like
God.
streaming was a big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so wow, that was loud. But no, we're definitely going to be talking about all kinds of different like last meals.
So what you're telling me is we need to spend this whole episode figuring out what I want my last meal to be,
Yes.
so I know.
So I'm going to ask you right before we start the topic what your meal is going to be.
Can we wait till the end?
Well, here, listen.
I want to hear people's meals.
That's what I'm saying. Tell me what you think,
Yeah.
and then after we go through about 30 of these motherfuckers, if you change your mind, I'm going to ask you at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it.
So, the
That'll
beer we are drinking tonight is from one of my most favorite companies. We've actually reviewed a couple of their beers. It's from Flying Dog. It's an Imperial IPA. It's called The Truth. It's a very simple can, or bottle, excuse me. But it is an 8.7% alcohol by volume. Let's see if there's really anything. Oh, yeah, full disclosure. This beer came to fruition because we saw a gap in our portfolio and we wanted to increase our market share. Dead truth to the honest parts there, bud.
I like it because they literally said, hey, we don't make anything like it. So we got bored and made one.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about the can art real quick. It goes with the usual theme that Flying Dog does, which is that more eclectic, creepy style. It's a man with this very obscure face, and he's wearing like a suit, but on his suit it says, "I do solemnly swear," which I guess obviously relates back to the truth.
The truth.
So will this make us tell the truth?
Doubt it.
Okay, fuck it. let's get the
Look at his
pour on.
hands.
Oh, I know. They're super creepy, dude.
His fingernails are painted.
They are painted. That's kind of funny. And then
Well-
there's actually an artist name signed down on the right side. Not sure
Ralph Steadman, maybe?
something, but it says 2013. So this actually started brewing back in 2013. So that's kind of cool. Or at least the label.
The
Was built
label went to that in 2013.
But yeah, this is one of my favorite companies.
oh,
I
they
haven't-
do some bad shit.
I haven't
That's
had a beer
bad shit.
yet.
Okay.
Even their Double Dog, which is like a 12%er, I enjoy that beer.
Yeah.
So
if you enjoy not being able to breathe the rest of the night, too.
it'll get you there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop my top. These, we do need a bottle opener, so one at a time here. The FIU.
Producer Jordan, you're going to have to come up here and
Judge these
rate
pours,
some pours because
Because we lost our producer for some reason.
I feel honored.
Yeah.
she
so
up and left.
you're going to go first.
I'm going to go first?
Yes, you're going to go
I'm a
first.
little biased, Billy.
Yeah.
So is Albany. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the game now.
And he is starting to make his pour. It is kind of cool that we've left the can life for a little bit to come back to bottles. A very good pour. Very good pour. And this beer's, it's weird, dude.
Almost to the top.
It's that's a good.
That's a good amount
It's a
of
good head,
babe.
too.
All right.
Yeah, but I didn't bevel.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do
Stop.
mine. I guess I can try to commentate through mine if I want.
Yeah,
but,
commentate through it for me.
but see, I then I get confused.
Nah, you
Oh,
messed that up. No way.
No, it's good. Well,
We tied.
No, mine was literally almost at the tip. It's
Oh,
not gonna
my
be a
God.
5.
Yeah, it ain't going to be a 4 either.
I'm going to give you both 4.2s.
Mine was better.
Told you we
I'm-
tied.
I'm biased.
Oh
4.2s.
Jesus.
Doesn't that suck?
You
All right.
have a little bit more head. His almost. I wish yours would have reached the top. I'd have given you a perfect 5, but I can't do
No.
that.
You, wow.
Then how if mine had?
Mo-
You're
I don't
terrible
like
at
you
this.
as much. I'm biased.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
fucking
kidding.
terrible
over
at this.
It was good.
You're
It was
fucking
good.
terrible.
4.2.
Now I do want to point
Thank you,
out
Producer
there are no
Jordan.
floaties in this.
No floaties.
No floaties. It's actually a really like nice color. It's not super dark. Like being an 8.7, you really
Yeah.
expect that like super dark color.
No Scooby snacks in there.
No, I mean it looks. I'm actually yeah. Let's fucking go. Let's little smell.
Cheers.
Cheers, my guy. Here we go.
How was the half of it that ran down in front of you?
I'm telling you,
That's tasty.
I haven't experienced a bad beer from them yet. I have experienced with their beers. Some of the beers
Yeah.
will actually, as it changes temperature and like gets a little hotter, a little warmer,
Yeah.
it will change taste towards the bottom. And I've had it go both ways. Either it changed taste and got better, it changed taste and got terrible.
Really?
So it's going to be a cool little like, where does this one go?
I like it. I like it. It was tasty.
Also, Flying Dog, send us some cool merch. We've reviewed like 3 of your beers now.
We would outstandingly love to wear a Flying Dog t-shirt on here.
That or like on the back wall here, I would love to just start getting like companies to send us like banners, and we just start tacking them up.
We could start making some phone calls on that one.
I mean, we should.
I feel like the marketing manager
Could probably handle that.
could probably reach out to some companies.
She's literally heard nothing we've said. Boom, yeah, told
Really?
ya.
I was ignoring you.
All right, so guys, you know what that
She's ignoring us.
you know what that pulls us into. It immediately pulls us into our bullshit of the week, and I know we both. Hello.
That was nice.
We both have some bullshit, like
Yeah.
because I asked
Yeah.
I asked
yeah.
you like right before we started airing, and you were just like, I don't want to fucking talk about it until like
It's not good.
airtime, and I was like, good,
Bullshit.
me either, and we just sat here in silence while we waited to count in.
It's totally cool, guys. We got it under control.
So
Did we lose producer Albany?
I think for a minute,
You might want to text her to come back.
hey,
I've got this.
oh, she's marketing manager's handling that. So
Thank God. I
also,
feel much safer.
so what we were saying is we want to reach out to some beer companies that we reviewed already.
Yeah.
We need you to do it because we want to get some merchandise like banners that we can hang that'll be on camera for all you motherfuckers that watch us on YouTube.
It'll look like a garage.
We don't give a shit. Producer Albany,
Knock my area.
producer Albany will make me take them down like after every episode, but I don't care. It'll be super cool to just have that fucking
Fuck the world.
yeah. That would be, and especially if we can get them to send it to us
The authority.
and send us like maybe a beer they want us to. We'll still buy the beer and we'll review it for them. I think that's a good idea.
I think it's an outstanding idea.
So, Alex, what is your bullshit of the week?
Mud.
Hmm.
So We've got a string of, what is it, like day 4 or something? It's rained in a row.
It's been like the last 2 fucking weeks.
Woke up this morning, and I knew it was supposed to rain because the race I was supposed to work got canceled yesterday with the forecast coming. I'm hearing about snow different places and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get up to let the dogs out. Neither want to go outside. I look out, and my backyard's, like, flooded.
You got bougie dogs like I have?
Talk to their bougie mother,
Yeah.
who taught them that was okay to be like that.
Well, so no, Macy's the same way. And, like, Murphy, like, if you walk him out, like, on the leash, he'll go right out. He doesn't give a shit. But if you if you open the door to let him out, like, off a leash, he will walk, and then he'll see it and, like, backtrack. Macy knows she can hear the rain.
Mm-hmm.
So when
why
you're like,
Tyson
all right,
is.
Macy, time to go outside, babe. Like, you open the door. I've seen this dog hold piss and shit in for 2 days because it was raining too hard.
Waiting it out.
And then usually what happens is I come downstairs one morning, there'll be a fucking, because this dog,
pile.
she takes like fucking 500-pound men shits, like fucking deuces. And it'll be right in front of the door. I can't get mad. Like, you went to the door. Your bitch ass should have gone, like, outside yesterday.
Yeah.
But I understand that. Super bougie dogs.
So they won't go outside. Well, they went out. I forced them both out. It's raining. I just woke up. Not a good start to the day.
No.
Got them down the stairs. In our yard, we bought the house in April. It needs a little work when it comes to the yard. It's a lot of...
Mine too.
A lot of weed and shit like that. We've got dead spots in it that are just mud. That I think the tree line, the way the sun falls in the back, the tree line can't get any sun to it so it doesn't grow.
Yeah.
Whatever the excuse is. So, of course, where the dogs run to, I watch them run directly through the mud. Well, we talked about this week. We need to put a towel by the door. We got to wipe their feet off because they're tracking this shit in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's destroying stuff.
No fucking doubt, dude. I totally get that. And then, like, especially because it always happens after Albany cleans the floors, it fucking pours rain. The dogs go out, come in, dirt. Go ahead, marketing manager Jordan. What you got?
These dogs would go outside if Alex would just put on his rain jacket or sweater, but he refuses to dress our dog accordingly to what he wants to the weather.
Wait, dress the dog?
Yeah, you said it wrong.
Hold on.
For anybody that's confused, she's not talking about me going outside in a jacket. I'm putting a jacket and shoes on. My 110-pound bully breed pit bull has a rain jacket.
Get the fuck out of
And
here.
he loves his
you
rain
did
jacket.
not buy a fucking rain jacket for this dog.
You know what he was for Halloween?
What?
A dinosaur.
So you have a dinosaur outfit too?
4th of July. He had a little American flag sweatshirt we put on him.
That's fucking awesome. Oh, welcome back, producer Albany.
Welcome to the podcast. Glad you could join us.
We're just giving you some shit. That's all.
We missed you.
Is everything
Happy
okay, my dear?
faces.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's a no. Let's move on.
Let's keep pushing.
So, when it's cold outside, if it's below like 40,
Yeah.
Tyson has no want to go outside. He wants his sweater.
Get the fuck out of here.
I shoved that big bastard out the door this morning. Then he went down the stairs. Then he's in the mud. And it was awesome. Because he drug all that shit inside.
Of course
I tried
he did.
to bring him in the door and
course he
grab
did.
his collar to go wipe his feet. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Takes off across the kitchen floor. Remy comes in
And
straight
then
to
you
me.
Then you have to clean your whole fucking house.
No, I followed the paw prints, so I couldn't find paw prints anymore.
Oh, got you. That's
And
not
then
good. It's still shitty.
Yeah.
Because usually they because dogs fucking walk stupid.
Yeah.
Like when they it's not like a human. Like we just walk, foot, and then all of a sudden it's just like, ta-doom, 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 ta-doom. So
They walk like assholes.
and they just like tiptoe around all the fucking shit. And okay, anyway,
So,
I feel your pain on this.
mud, Carolina clay, because it makes a damn mess. But that's what you get for living here. Billy, what is your bullshit of the week?
Ah, man. So, currently in our time, which is in the future, how cool is that? So, it's Sunday. Well, Friday, I went to work,
Friday.
and it was end of the month.
Yeah.
It's a big deal every time end of the month comes. So, like, we're working. We cleared out our whole rack. And, like, really good. Like, last day, like, really loved it. And then, wow, man.
That came from deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it worked. And, like, I don't like to stay late.
I don't blame you.
I don't like to come in early. I like to work the times that I have signed to work. That's just me.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I will work late. I will come in early.
But you don't choose to.
I don't choose to.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Well, you got a wife and 3
I
kids.
have my job to sustain my lifestyle,
Correct.
not to be my life.
Correct.
So it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely don't want to stay late on Friday when you don't have to work on
God,
Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And so everything's going great. Well, about 4 o'clock, a car that I had sold tires on. So I work in the main shop. So I don't do tires.
Yeah.
Our express team does all of our tires. Well, they got backed up. You know. Well, I sold these tires around 12:30.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were at another shop, so they had to go get them. Well, we didn't get them until about 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, you know, customers come in. You know, like the express team is busy.
Yeah.
So about 4 o'clock, I've got the advisor in my face. Like, why? Where's that car at? I need it done tonight. I'm like, it's got 4 tires and an alignment. Alignments pay 2 hours.
Yep.
4 tires pays 2 hours. Now it's 4 o'clock. I don't do math well,
I don't.
but the little bit that I do know, fucking really. So I go back there to Express. I'm like, dude, can you just please get these tires done? You get what you pay for. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And so they start working on them. I looked at my advisor. I was like, it's going to take a fucking hour for them just to get the tires done.
Yep.
About an hour on the dot, which means Billy's got to stay late after 5.
Oh yeah.
Heavily heated. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Luckily, I pulled the car on, hooked up everything, checked it on the first sweep. That was green like a freaking Christmas tree. Perfect. All the suspension.
Mm-hmm.
I did like a small adjustment on the front. So I left the shop, I want to say probably 5:30, 5:45.
Okay.
Mind you, I work an hour from home.
Yeah, that's about the time you usually roll into your driveway.
Yeah, so I leave. I'm still pissed off, obviously.
Obviously.
So I'm like driving, get caught in traffic. Of course, I get caught in traffic.
yeah.
So after I get caught in traffic, I'm like, I'm just fucking mad. And I'm like talking to Albany. Well, then I get a phone call from my work wanting to book out a ticket that I don't even have parts for yet because it's the end of the month.
Because it's the end of the month.
And I got real screwed back in December
Mm-hmm.
when that happened to me. So I was like, no. Fuck no. Please do not do that. I don't want to be in the hole. So
Yeah.
that just added to the anger. Get home. Albany's like, just come home, grab a beer, like, we'll hang out. And I was like, cool. So
Well, all right.
I go into the fridge when I get home, go to grab, there's like 4 Miller Lights left.
Perfect.
You know, so I'm just like, I'll just take it easy tonight.
Yeah.
Reach in the box, start pulling it out. As I'm pulling it out, beer box falls with 1 beer in it, psh, all over my garage floor. I can't tell you the level of heat that traveled through my body. I come upstairs and Albany's like scared of me because I'm just like, fuck this. Fuck this shit. Fucking hate all this shit. I go to pour my first beer into my L-horn.
Yeah.
Overflows. Of course it fucking does.
Your horn equipment.
Motherfucker. And then Albany's got like this vape thing. And I didn't want to go outside, so I was like, hey, can I hit your vape? She hands me her vape. Burned. Just a burn taste. She didn't know. She didn't know.
Burn vape?
She didn't know. So
That's very, very.
you see how this is like stacking?
It's not a good day.
So I'm just like, I'm going to fucking lose my shit. And then
It's gonna be awesome.
ended up on like I got okay, but then I ended up on a phone call with a family member and got pretty disappointed with them,
Yeah.
and that pretty much just sent me over the edge. I was like, I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna go sleep now.
Yeah.
See you guys.
But
never.
then I before I did that, I went up a size in my gauges in my ears.
Just keep tacking it on.
So I left the cones in to kind of like just let it stretch and like
Oh, yeah.
hang because they're heavier. I was awake at 5:30 this morning because one of them motherfuckers turned into my neck. My ears have been sore all day. I did get the tunnels in, so it's easing off. And the headphones, they're not hurting them, but they're tender.
They're not helping.
They're tender. So it was just this plethora of shit, but it did end on a good note today.
What's that?
I got me a Blackstone.
That's true.
I went to Lowe's, and saw this Blackstone. Apparently, it was like brand new right off the thing, and I was like, right now, because the deal was too
Give
good.
it to me.
Oh wait, hold on. What do you got? I also did get coerced by my friends.
Hold on. Rule the table.
Oh, she's got to taste it then too.
Oh, then yeah, you gotta come back.
Come on back up.
Come on.
Come on, you got to taste it. I let her.
Okay. So, first of all, what happened was we went to Lowe's. Billy was like, "Oh, I love this Blackstone, blah, blah." He texted his buddies a picture of it, and they were all giving him shit. So he convinced himself that he's going to get this Blackstone without, even, I just thought it was like, hey, this is cool. I would like to have this one day. And
one day could be today.
Then he convinced himself he's getting it. So we come home, we take a nap, and then he's like, all right, you wanted to go to Costco and get a TV, right? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go.
Let's go to Costco.
It was
I
too
love that
late.
place.
Costco was closed.
Oh.
And so I was like, well, we can just go to Target, look around, whatever. I love Target. Everything's great there. And so then
expensive.
it starts sleeting when we leave, freezing rain,
And?
So I was like, we just need to go home. And he's like, I thought we were going to go to Lowe's and get the Blackstone.
That is the most.
What? I'm
hold
sorry.
on. Before you get into the rant, that is the most southern thing I've ever heard. Billy, it's starting to sleet. We should probably go home.
We had a baby.
It gets better.
It did nothing last night. When it hit the ground, it melted.
Yes.
Hold on.
I know, but
What
it was
the hell does
still,
the sleep
I
matter if
don't-
it's in the air?
Do you know how difficult it is? You don't, because you're not a parent, to get a child in and out of the car in the first place. But then whenever
Which
it's
one?
precipitating,
Which one?
Boogie.
Asen.
Oh, just toss him in the back seat and let him figure it out.
And then
Put his banana mask on.
so
him.
Billy's like, "Oh, well, there's Lowe's. I thought we were gonna go get a Blackstone."
I mean,
And
yeah.
I was like, "What? When was that ever a plan? I'm confused." And he was like,
There's a plan in my head.
well, I think we should go get it. And I was like, who's going to help you load it? And he was like, you can just sit in the car. It's fine. I was like, you can't lift that and put it in the truck by yourself.
They'll bring out a
And
forklift.
He was like, fine, whatever. And then pouted the entire way home.
Now let me just give you more.
You want to talk about the level of pout first, or nah?
I was very disappointed because remember, it was a fucking terrible day, and then I'm so stoked on this. Anyway, when we got up this morning,
Yeah.
it was fucking drilled into the brain. It was happening. Look outside, looks worse than it did yesterday. And I look at it and I'm like,
did.
I'm like, we could have just fucking gone last night. But I am glad that I went today because when I got it,
Yeah.
this little dude got it for me or whatever. He said, this thing it's fucking heavy. I look on the side of the box, it's 236 pounds.
You could do it.
So I had to call my neighbor over to help me get it out of the truck, and then I spent 2.5 hours building it, but you've seen it.
I have seen it. It's nice.
And it is a pretty piece of
It's going
equipment.
to cost me some money here soon.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Producer Albany, can we talk about you being terrified of a little bit of freezing rain? I mean, seriously. That's the most southern thing I've ever heard. It's sleeting. I think we should just go home. It wasn't white out or blackout sleeting. It wasn't 12 degrees outside. It was literally 35 degrees. It's raining.
Okay. Middle
Oh,
of
boy.
summer, rush hour traffic from Rock Hill, visiting Billy. No, you were in basic
It's
training.
sleeted and
It was perfectly super rainy, whatever. Driving home on the interstate with my baby in the back seat. Hydroplaned on the interstate in the middle of rush hour traffic, hit a guardrail, thought I was gonna fucking die. He was 1.5 years old.
But did you die?
No, but now I'm anytime precipitation is coming out
Oh
of the
my
sky, I'm like,
God.
oh, we should go home.
All right, Jordan, come on. Because I'm sure you got a story about how you're terrified of rain.
Here in the South, we are not equipped to handle frozen rain, and snow.
Oh.
Also,
Jesus.
the North isn't even equipped to handle the slush that comes out of the sky here.
No, we do just fine with it.
If
No,
you
you're
are-
good with snow, not with freaking ice.
And I'm just throwing this out there publicly. If you buy this new grill and spend the money on it, I am a tit for tatting with lip injections. Thank you.
I think the cost difference between that is kind of
Say,
ridiculous.
can we do a comparison?
Yeah, the grill's way more expensive.
That's a lie,
Wait,
too.
how much is lip injections?
It's like $5,000.
No, it's not.
That's what you told me.
Get us a number. Get us a number.
$300.
Get us a number. We'll revisit it.
I'm at the 1300 one. That's the one I want.
Oh.
So you can get like
I
two
can
of
get
those grills.
2 grills.
Winner. But so it ended well. So I'm not
Seemingly.
I'm not super upset about it. Obviously, I built it tonight, but we had to record an episode, and I was
When are
tired.
you cooking me dinner?
I got to season it first. I'm gonna do it seasoning probably tomorrow.
Doesn't that seasoning take a while?
Not long. I mean, it's gonna take you like half an hour, maybe. It's not gonna take too long.
So when are you cooking me dinner?
Next weekend,
No.
weekend after that.
Like this week.
Oh. You should bring some wagyu steak.
Wagyu.
My buddy says so good.
Dude, when I hear Wagyu, Jordan, I think of the Ron White stand-up. Wagyu beef tacos taste like boot leather.
Yep. So that'll end my bullshit of the week. But then it brings us to one of our most favorite segments that producer Albany is going to grab the cards for, because we always tell you guys that we don't read them first. This will show you that we legitimately don't. She is getting the pack of cards now. And this is the Would You Rather question of the Two Dudes in a Brew podcast, where you're going to read it today.
I'm going to read it.
We have
Sorry, guys, my children went through these, so they're a little mixed up.
to just spread them out and let him grab one.
I have to figure out which ones are would you rather's and which ones aren't.
What
You
would the
are
rest of them be?
My kids
Flashcards?
played 52,000 card pickup with all of my note cards.
I tell you, our production company is amazing.
They're doing an outstanding job.
They're
I'm
on
so
it.
glad we don't pay them.
Some of them have writing on the back for school.
And
You're doubling up as note cards for school?
I didn't think I usually.
Alex is picking the card now. As you can see, it's complete random. He has not read it. I have not read it. We do not know what it is. Alex,
Billy, before I read the card, if they want to send in a would you rather to us, other than Facebook Messenger, text message, what's our email?
Two Dudes in a Brew podcast at gmail.com.
If you got a would you rather that's funny as hell, send it to us.
Do
Facebook
it.
Messenger,
Do it.
text. Nice limbo, producer Albany. Billy, this week's would you rather? Would you rather experience the beginning of the world or the end of the world?
Ooh.
Well, that got deep quick.
I'm going to go with the end of the world.
Why? Show your
Well,
work.
All right, so think about the beginning of the world. There's a lot of actually, I'm gonna go.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to go with the beginning
Mhm.
because there's so much there's so many different theories on it. Yeah, you got like
Or conspiracies if you're the Illuminati.
you got like the Egyptian theory, the fucking dinosaurs,
I know of the Big Bang
the Big Bang.
and the scientific theory.
You know what I would want to see the most?
Cave women.
Who built the pyramids and how?
Aliens.
But you don't know that because you weren't there.
I'm just saying I've watched enough Ancient Aliens at this point. The aliens built the pyramids.
I'm just saying, too, that it could have been like a bunch of bricks fell down together and just happened to land in a pyramidical scheme.
Is that... Producer Albany, fact check. Pyramidical.
I bet you it's a fucking
Because
word.
that is not a word.
I bet you it's a fucking
There's
word.
no fucking way that's a word.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Pyramidical. You can't spell it. No way.
I can't, dude.
a pyramid.
Huh?
Whose phone just went off? Whose phone made a noise? Producer Albany.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
She was going for another one.
It's an adjective resembling a pyramid.
Let's
Come the
fucking
fuck
go.
Pyramidic, pointed, having a point.
So again, I will say I'm a genius when it
bullshit.
comes to vocabulary and anything along those lines. Like literally, Albany's about to get her bachelor degree and still ask me how to spell words or what words mean, and I'm like, "You're so much smarter than me." She's like, "You're fucking something's wrong with you that you are as smart when it comes to like English or vocabulary, any of that." I'm actually currently trying to learn another language right now.
Which one?
Old Norse. It's really
I
difficult.
thought you were going to say like Spanish or something.
No, I decided because everybody learns fucking Spanish. I wanted to fucking learn something that's not well known.
Yeah.
So like, there's certain ways you say like certain words in Old Norse,
Okay.
such as like where like so the god of fertility, her name is Freya, but the way it's pronounced and spelled is so weird. The actual pronunciation, and this varies depending on region, kind of like in the U.S.
Yeah.
is actually Freya, like Freya. It's really weird.
How many hours do you have dug into this already?
A lot. Actually, Albany just ordered, or I got the, it's called the Havamal, and it's basically like this humongous poem written by like Odin and stuff. But
Yeah.
like so when you open the page, on the right page
Mm-hmm.
of the book will be in English. On the left side is the same shit in Old Norse.
Interesting.
So it's really fucking cool, yeah. Anyway, I would definitely do Beginning of the World because I want to see all the shit. I want to see dinosaurs if they were real because no one can actually say they're real because they only fully...
They found bones. Fuck you, they're not real.
No, let me get you there.
No.
They found bones, correct. Did you
As far as I
know
know.
the most complete dinosaur or complete T-Rex is 70% complete at the Smithsonian? And that they found the bones, they just threw them together how they thought they went.
Yeah.
They could have been dragons.
Get
Dun
the
dun
fuck outta
dun. Yeah, dude, fucking dragons, bro. Dragons cool as shit.
No way.
Yeah. Yes, way. What the fuck do you mean? No way. Yes, way.
I don't believe you. Dinosaurs are badass. You ever seen Jurassic Park?
And they may never existed.
Shut up.
Also, the fact that velociraptors, like in Jurassic Park, are fucking gigantic when actually they were the size of chickens.
Yeah, they were tiny.
Yeah.
Actually, so...
But they could communicate with each other as how they were able to kill off the bigger animals.
Yes, they worked in packs. If you watch one of the first or second Jurassic Parks, the velociraptors are actually the right size.
They are.
They're running through a field at one point. You can see them on the ground running. It's just because they look fast, they look scary. That Hollywood screwed that
Yeah,
up.
they blew it up huge. So I would definitely say just because I would want to see all the beginnings.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like by the time you get to the end of the world, first of all, technology is going to be so fucking advanced, it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Spaceships and fucking whatever else. Of course, the end of the world could be tomorrow. So I fucking know what it's like today.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
So my thought process, beginning. Alex, would you rather end of the
Well,
world,
you fucked me
beginning of the
up.
world?
I want to see dinosaurs.
I didn't say they weren't real. I just said there's a possibility. And then all the listeners right now are like, turning this shit off. That motherfucker's, he's a piece of shit. How dare he say dinosaurs
Why do
aren't
they
real?
have like a lisp?
Fuck it. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm just letting them. I'm letting them have it.
I'm going with beginning of the world as well. End of the world's so dramatic.
The first vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
also want to see if the big rock took out. What is the beginning of world like? It's not. We're not talking before the dinosaurs, are we?
I
We're
don't,
talking the beginning of the human world.
I don't know. No, beginning of the world.
What the hell was here before the dinosaurs?
I guess you would figure it out if you were there.
Huh?
We all technically evolved from fish.
Okay.
We all evolved from
Those were the
fish.
first, living creatures on the planet.
Lies. You ever? You know the only thing that can survive a radioactive blast? Cockroaches. They're the first animal on this planet.
They evolved from fish.
They evolved from fish.
We're
Actually,
all fish
no,
people.
No, hold on, because there is that genetically mutated fish that started being able to walk on land.
Yes.
Remember that?
No.
Yeah, and
Never
they,
saw that.
And they would go and eat
like a
people's.
frog.
They would eat people's like dogs and shit.
What?
Yeah, it was a big deal.
They let that son
They
bitch
were down.
loose?
They had it down in South Carolina too. No, they just this genetic mutation of this certain fish. They could walk on land and hold their fucking breath.
They're like a mermaid, but the ugly version of it.
Yeah, I think they're pretty disgusting. Like I'm gonna see if I can find one for you. So keep going as to why beginning of the world.
Just because. Sorry, guys, I had a long week. Honestly, like beginning of the world, you see everything where it started, and I guess if we have the knowledge of where we're at today, you can see how much it really has grown, and it'd be kind of cool to see where it all started.
Yeah,
But again, end of the world. How many people watch like Resident Evil? even though that's a fictitious movie. They watch a zombie movie where everybody dies and go, that'd be really cool to go hang out there.
I mean,
No.
Yeah. I mean, you would get to like shoot people in the fucking face. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, death's gonna be fun when you're the last person out there. Are you still looking up if we came from fish people?
That's the fish that can walk on land. That's a baby.
That's an ugly bastard too.
That's an ugly motherfucker, ain't it?
Jesus.
If we remember, we'll get that posted for you guys.
Can't put that genie back in the bottle.
Oh, hell no. That's an ugly motherfucker right there. So you're going to say, we're both going to say beginning of the world.
We're both gonna say beginning of the world.
I'm down with it.
Producer Albany, producer Jordan. You got an opinion? Beginning, end? Oh.
Do you want to be in the beginning? Do you want to make it to the end?
Okay, so my thoughts on it,
You gotta be close to the mic.
either one is lonely. If you're at the beginning of the world, you're the
Not
first.
if you have dinosaurs.
Pretty fucking lonely because you can't communicate with them.
Be pretty cool to ride a
Also,
stegosaurus.
the end of the world, there may be other humans around, but I wouldn't stick around for that. I'd be like, hey guys, just kill me off. Bye. Not doing this. So I don't know. I don't want to be around for either.
Okay, so she's definitely right where she needs to be.
Producer Jordan, you following in her footsteps?
She is.
Oh,
Yep,
it's
we're already
official
there.
nap time.
It's official nap time for marketing manager Jordan. So that brings us straight into our topic.
What's our topic, Billy?
If you didn't hear it in the beginning,
Well,
it's
just
the
remind me. I forget things.
okay because you're stupid.
Oh, wow. That's a bit much.
No, it'll be last meals. So for those people on death row,
Oh.
yes. So Alex, what I'm going to ask you right now. What would you choose as your last meal on death row?
How many courses do I get?
As many as you want. It's your last meal.
I want French onion soup, French dip with French fries, and vanilla cake. That's it.
That's not a meal.
I mean, you can get whatever you want.
I can get what I want. Don't knock my shit.
So if I had to choose,
I like vanilla cake. It's plain. It's delicious. We're good.
I would want. Let's see. I would want 3 6-packs of the Blood Orange IPA.
Okay.
I would want medium rare steak. I would want it with garlic mashed potatoes. I would want it with sherbet, the rainbow sherbet ice cream.
Oh, I like the sherbet. What about the orange sherbet, though?
A pack of cigarettes. And salmon patties.
Really?
I grew up on those in my... Huh?
No grilled cheese?
Oh, nah,
Oh,
bro. We got to throw
grilled
grilled cheese in there, yeah.
Tomato soup or tomato bisque?
Soup.
Okay.
Anyway, so now that we know, I'm not going to remember what I said.
I remember what I said.
I mean, I'll remember some of it.
Producer Albany, do me a favor. Remember what Billy said?
She won't. But
Tell me now.
at the end of this topic, I'm actually going to re-ask you the same question. See if you change your mind based on what you're going to hear.
Shit, I want to add one thing.
Okay.
Taco Bell.
Fuck. Yes.
Huh? Yep.
All right. Cool. I will share.
If you're gonna fry my ass, it's gonna be full of Taco Bell.
That's
Enjoy
gonna
that
smell
smell.
well, lethal injection, whatever.
Oh no, chair.
You can't get the chair now.
Yeah.
Oh, you can pick
Texas.
Yeah.
now. Oh,
All states that allow the death penalty, you can pick.
Yeah.
fry me the fuck up. I want to smell just like a fucking crispy wing.
You can choose a firing squad, lethal injection, or...
Oh, firing squad.
I thought firing squad was the one that you had to have like special circumstances.
Nope, you can opt for it.
Well, shit, are stoning still
I
in
don't-
play then?
in like overseas countries, yeah.
Oh.
So, we're just going to start. We're going to come in hot. There's not a lot of research to this because it's not that fucking hard.
Coming in lukewarm.
So, we're going to start right now. I'm just going to go into it. I'm just not going to hold back.
Just fire off for me.
Dubbed the vampire of Dusseldorf for his habit of trying to drink the blood from the wounds of some of his victims, Peter Kürten was a German serial killer sentenced to death in 1931 on 9 counts of murder and 7 counts of attempted murder. He requested Wiener Schnitzel, fried potatoes, and a bottle of white wine for his final meal. He enjoyed it so much that he asked for seconds of all of it.
And he was told to fuck off. The state's not paying for 2 meals.
It doesn't say if he got a second, but I bet he did.
I bet he did.
I mean, that's humanly right. I mean, it's fucked up what he did.
Really? We're talking about human rights? Homeboy's trying to suck the blood of the dead people.
You're probably right.
And we're talking about if it's humanly right that he gets a second round before he gets the chair.
I feel this. I say, all right, fuck him. He should have got poop in a bag on fire.
You ever done that?
Yes. Anyway, condemn myself. Producer Albany, can you please get us a refill? Thank you, ma'am. No, you're fine.
Join us for the second beer, Producer Albany.
She's got some things going on. I'm actually going to call her up later because she's going to present our brewski of the week. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how she's feeling.
Are we making it up as we go?
Oh, fuck. We always fucking make it up as we go. All right.
Tell the people that.
So, moving right into the next one. This will be... What are you doing? Oh, I guess we're going to stop for a pour. So she's... Oh,
wow.
Ay, ay, ay. I guess I'll make my... So, guys, this will be a pop-top break. Producer Albany is very violent right now, and we are scared. That's okay. So...
Send help.
Let's go ahead. I'll let you...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got to... Jordan rated our pours earlier, and mine clearly was better, and I still got the same score as him, which
he doesn't know what it's like to get fucked on the scoring patterns.
So I'm going to go ahead and pour mine if you want to commentate.
First.
I got
That's
it.
a good pour. Oh, it's chugging. Oh, that's going to be bad. Nah, there's still beer in the glass.
You piece of
And
shit.
do not get it on my computer.
Fuck
Oh,
her.
wow. How much beer's left in the bottle?
Just barely. Bottom.
Yeah,
I'll wait for it
keep
to
pouring
go
it in the
down.
glass.
It's going to go over, and it's not a ton, but it's definitely going to be
All head in the bottle.
There it is. Bucket. Oh, Alex, that might... Oh no.
Does it go
oh, no.
over? Oh, my God.
Yep, it's going. There it goes!
Dude, no, that's
That's the closest thing you're going to get without.
that is
not going
damn near perfect. A perfect.
Now
pour.
I do have to out myself.
Oh, you have some left.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you both get 2.5s.
I could have played that out.
No,
And
he
totally
should
gotten points.
He should have easily gotten over a 4. I would give that a 4 even with a little bit left because that was fucking impressive.
My scoring stands. If it falls over or you don't pour it all in the glass, you get a 2.5. That's half-assed.
Well, just so you know, that means we've officially tied for the night.
Yeah, because that's...
2 dudes in a brew first.
Cheers, my guy.
Cheers.
Guess you need another.
Was that you or was that Jordan?
That was me.
Oh, I was like, you got a milk mustache. It's still there.
That was a bad sound. Sorry, guys. Let's get back to it. In most prisons, it is rare for inmates to be allowed alcohol. However, murderer Gary Gilmore was allowed 3 shots of Jack Daniel's whiskey and with his hamburger,
Hell yeah,
baked
brother.
potato, hard-boiled egg, and coffee prior to his execution in 1977.
I bet he smelled like death when he was dead.
Oh, I bet he cooked. Oh, show. So everybody knows, you should know, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
Known as the Killer Clown for his work as a performer at fundraising events and parades, John Wayne Gacy assaulted, tortured, and murdered at least 33 teenage boys.
Wasn't he the one that Rob Zombie based Captain Spaulding off of?
I don't know. I would assume so.
Keep talking.
I would assume so. That was back in the 1970s. Before his execution in 1994, he requested a final meal of fried chicken, fried shrimp, French fries, and, to top it off, fresh strawberries.
Really?
He went all fried and then just jumped off the wagon to strawberries.
You need to do all.
Need to do what? Oh, yeah. I think he's in the list. So, who do we have next? Did you find it?
Yeah, but I didn't find who. Oh, here it is. Who is he based on?
Do.
No, sorry.
Okay. In 2011, Texas prison officials made the decision to disallow death row inmates the privilege of a final meal request after racist killer Lawrence Russell Brewer's expansive and uneaten final food order. For his final meal, he asked for 2 chicken fried steaks, triple meat bacon cheeseburger, fried okra, a pound of barbecue, 3 fajitas, a meat lover's pizza, a pint of ice cream, and a slab of peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts. He did not eat one bite. So basically, it was his last fuck you to the prison. Like,
You're going to pay for it. You made it. You took the time. I ain't eating it.
bro, like, just look at this kid. Like, he's not eating that fucking much.
Yeah.
No freaking chance. Oh my goodness.
So I got the Captain Spaulding one.
Okay.
Spaulding met Eve Wilson, known as Mama Firefly, in 1947, and they had a daughter named Vera Ellen, also known as Baby Butterfly. Years later, Spaulding met Otis B. Driftwood and invited him to become a member of their family. You remember all the House of 1,000 Corpses and all those movies?
Yeah.
It was a family.
Gotcha.
So it was based on a family. It's a lot longer story than I expected it to be.
Okay. You good?
I'm outstanding.
Stop interrupting me. You piece of shit.
Sorry.
Infamous serial killer Ted Bundy confessed to the
That's
murder
Jordan's boy.
of at least 30 people shortly before his execution in 1989. He declined a special meal and was given the standard fare dished out to the other death row inmates at the Florida State Prison: medium rare steak, eggs, over easy, toast with butter and jelly, hash browns, milk, coffee, and juice.
He got a steak and egg breakfast from
And that's
Waffle
what
House?
they all got.
Hot damn.
Before the September 11 attacks, the Oklahoma City bombing was the deadliest act of terrorism within the United States. The man responsible for the attack was Timothy McVeigh, who was executed in 2001 after a final meal of 2 pints of chocolate chip ice cream. So he did eat ice cream.
Again, smelled like death.
Yes.
When he was gone. That's a lot of dairy product.
So listen to this one.
Gonna curdle.
We're going to a different country again for this one.
Oh, great. I like these ones.
Although the details remain unconfirmed, according to some sources, former Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein was given permission to eat his favorite meal before his death in 2006: boiled chicken and rice paired with several cups of hot water laced with honey. What?
I'm
What?
going to say bacon's not on the list over there.
I'm going to say not. Oh, look, we're just going to stay out of the country.
Yeah, stay out of the country. Keep digging here.
Adolf Eichmann, a Nazi colonel convicted of war crimes and executed in 1962, he declined a meal but requested a bottle of Carmel, a dry red wine from Israel. He drank it with the typical prison fare of cheese, bread, olives, and tea. Sounds like a lot of people just want alcohol.
If you're getting ready to get the chair, probably not a bad idea.
I would agree to that. And then, oh man, this girl was crazy as a loon. Eileen Wuornos proclaimed to the bitter end that the 7 homicides she was accused of committing were acts of self-defense. However, the American legal system disagreed, and she was executed by lethal injection in 2002. This would be a girl after your own heart here.
Oh,
She
boy.
declined a final meal, but instead asked for a single cup of black coffee.
What a quality lady.
Bro, no, she was a loon. She, her final, what?
Do you know anything about her?
Yeah, well, I know she was a prostitute, and they proved that the first 2 or 3 or whatever were self-defense, but then did you watch her interviews? I watched her interviews.
First and last name.
Have you seen the movie Monster? Eileen Wuornos. Eileen.
No, I've seen that movie.
The movie's called Monster.
Oh, she's scary looking.
She is, but she. So, okay.
I guess she needs to come.
Oh, boy.
All right. She was tortured as a child. She had a lot of trauma, all this shit.
I didn't know all that.
She basically had PTSD. She ended up being a prostitute because after all of her trauma, she couldn't do anything in life, and all she could do was be a prostitute. She killed the first 3 men because they tried to go past her limitations. And then after that, it just sort of spiraled out of into a PTSD hole, and she ended up murdering a bunch of men because every time they tried to have sex with her, even though she was a prostitute or a sex worker, I think that's more the PC term.
Yes, sex worker.
She killed them because she had flashbacks. So it's sort of the same thing as a war veteran that hurt somebody because they have PTSD. She was sick.
Okay, well, her last words were,
I say Google keeps talking about her last words.
I'd just like to say I'm selling with The Rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus, June 6th, like the movie, big mothership and all. I'll be back.
Terminator.
Yeah. Like,
Well,
come
that's
on.
fucking creepy.
Like, I understand, like, PTSD and all that.
She was sick. Her brain was.
She was.
Her brain was sick.
And, okay, I'm just going to keep moving. I mean, I understand.
I advocate for her.
Okay. Well, just don't kill me if you think I'm going to pass your... Just say stop it.
Yes. But they wouldn't because they were paying her.
That's probably... Yeah.
No money, no honey.
Yeah. There are a few more formidable criminals than Stanley Tookie Williams. The American gang member and convicted murderer took up bodybuilding while imprisoned at a young age and cut an imposing figure. He was executed amidst much controversy in 2005. On the day of execution, he refused the special meal and ate nothing but oatmeal and milk.
I like oatmeal.
For your last meal?
I like oatmeal.
Oh, okay, well.
Do you ever have the oatmeal that had the dinosaur nuggets in it? The dinosaur eggs?
Yeah.
I was told at 18 I'm not allowed to buy that anymore. My mom told me that.
The other day.
And
They're amazing.
in an act of selflessness, Tennessee inmate Philip Workman asked that a vegetarian pizza be distributed to any homeless person in Nashville. His 2007 request was denied by prison officials, but some local groups decided to fulfill his wishes and donated pizzas to the homeless shelters.
Vegetarian pizzas?
Yes.
Do you really want to piss the homeless off, or
Yeah. Give me meat. Meat.
you had the right idea in mind?
Some of them may have been vegetarians.
I'm pretty sure.
If I'm homeless, I ain't vegetarian. I can tell you that.
You don't really, unless I'm eating grass. If that's the way we're going vegetarian, but come on, man.
All right, this dude right here,
Yeah,
he looks like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
he's got the glasses. Oh, he does. That's fucking awesome.
In 1979, Marion Albert Pruitt went on a killing spree that claimed the lives of 5 victims. He was convicted and placed on death row in Arkansas. He ate only a portion of his sizable last meal. 3 bites from one of the 2 cheeseburgers he requested, 6 slices of an 8-slice pizza, and 8 slices of fried green tomatoes. He ate half of his onion rings and neglected his fries completely. He drank a quart of buttermilk and had
Wow.
a slice of pecan pie.
He drank a quart of buttermilk.
A quart of buttermilk. He drank a
Jesus
quart of it.
Christ. Bubbles, get your fucking keys.
Yeah, like, what?
I wonder if that's where they got the character Bubbles from. That was Canadian, though.
Bro, I'm telling you, looking at this, like, people on death row, like, just look at the stares in these people's eyes.
They're on death row, Bob.
That's true. What?
They give 0.
They give 0 fucks, yeah. The man convicted of murdering Charles Lindbergh's baby, Bruno Richard Hauptmann, opted for a final meal of chicken, buttered peas, french fries, olives, celery, cherries, and a slice of cake before his execution in 1936.
Why do you make the question at buttered peas? I put butter on my peas sometimes.
Ball out, bro. Do you, boo-boo?
They're tasty.
It's-
Like, not a lot of butter, just a little bit to get them, like, wet.
You know what my mom
Cool.
used to do when
Huh.
we were kids? This is terrible, too. But when she would make us green beans, first of all, they were from the can.
Yeah.
Pour it in the pot to boil.
Yeah.
Put sugar in it. Sugar green beans. That was good.
They're really healthy.
Yeah. In September of 2010, Teresa Lewis became the first female convict to be killed by lethal injection in the state of Virginia. She was convicted of killing her husband and stepson. Her final meal request: sweet peas with butter, fried chicken, German chocolate cake, and a Dr. Pepper.
Everything but the Dr. Pepper. I don't drink soda.
Whatever. Dubbed the Tours from Hell, John Martin Scripps was found guilty of 3 murders and become one of the first Westerners to be hanged in Singapore since the country's independence from Britain. He asked for pizza and a cup of hot chocolate for his final meal in 1990. Pizza
What
and
the
hot...
fuck?
Like,
We at Chuck E. Cheese? Hey, looks about right.
yeah, like, wait a minute. You want pizza with hot chocolate?
Hold on. Producer Albany. Your kids are still small enough to make sugar disappear like it's going out of style. Pizza and hot chocolate? Is that something they would ask for? Like on a cold winter day?
No.
Okay. I thought maybe it was a kid's thing. You could play like maybe as a kid.
Yes, they don't care what that comes after, but they wouldn't specifically ask for those 2.
Well, Ace only eats mac and cheese. So.
Yeah. This next one,
Different.
this is a guy after your own heart.
What?
It really is.
You get Taco Bell?
Fritz Harman, the Butcher of Hanover, as he was dubbed, was a German serial killer who was executed by beheading in 1925
Oh, hell yeah.
for the murder of 24 boys and young men. His final request was that he could smoke an expensive cigar and drink a cup of Brazilian coffee.
What an outstanding guy.
Yeah.
This guy got creative with it.
I mean, he wasn't joking.
He wanted Brazilian coffee too. I've had that one time. It's
They
outstanding.
make them at work all the time, and it's like super strong.
Oh yeah. It'll knock you on your ass.
I don't fuck with it. Convicted murderer Ronnie Lee Gardner enjoyed his last meal of steak, lobster tail, apple pie, vanilla ice cream, and 7-Up 2 days before his execution by firing squad in Utah in 2010. He chose to spend his final days fasting, reading the spy thriller Divine Justice, and watching the Lord of the Rings films.
Okay, so can we talk about something? Prison. I know they're trying to change the system where it's a rehabilitation system to get them back into society.
So it's not a revolving door for him.
Correct. We're not trying to just lock them in a cage because all you're doing is building monsters. I get it. We've made that mistake for enough years. You're
Yeah.
letting him watch TV? He's on death row.
Dude, there are prisoners right now that have cell phones and are on TikTok,
Yeah.
making all kinds of.
I've
fucking-
watched that 60 Days In or 90 Days Behind Bars. There's fucking TVs hung up everywhere.
Yeah.
They're in bulletproof glass, but they're hung up everywhere. Go ahead.
So, death row inmates typically get more privileges than other inmates because they're going to die in that prison. So, if you get life without the possibility of parole or whatever, you're not going to get as many privileges as death row inmates do. They get TVs, they get internet, they get all of the things just because these are their last and final days.
But why?
Because their last, it's their
Because
last
the
and final days.
motherfuckers-
But I will tell you, there's a lot of death row inmates who end up not ever getting executed because, I mean,
They die
a
of old
lot.
age.
The laws change a lot. Like
Well,
a
yeah.
lot of things happen. But
Half of them go on the internet and figure out loopholes how to get their case extended and just live for the rest of the years.
right, but the idea is these are these guys' last days on Earth, and they need to have privileges,
So my
even
question-
though their
Bullshit.
crimes were worthy of death. They get privileges.
Yeah, because those
which is
victims,
bullshit.
those victims that they fucking killed,
They don't
didn't
have
get
any
a
rights.
choice.
Yeah.
Right.
They didn't have the last meal maybe they wanted. Maybe they were broke that day,
No, they didn't
and they
get
stopped.
last
They had to stop
options.
and get some fucking McDonald's, and that's not what they wanted.
And if
Yeah.
if you don't know that you're dying, how do you know like this is going to be my last meal? Let me have my most favorite thing.
Yeah, it's. I question how the system has worked. At that point, you go behind bars, you give up your rights, but I'd probably be told I'm wrong.
So this next one, he looks crazy, bro.
What do you ask for? A chicken teriyaki salad?
And 1950s spree killer Charles. That's not his last name. Charles Starkweather declined an offer of steak.
Starkweather.
He declined the offer of steak for his last meal and opted for cold cuts instead.
Get your cold cuts. Get your cold cuts.
Oh, this
That was
dude.
a terrible commercial.
This dude,
too.
look at this shit. He didn't give a single fuck. He was happy
He's
as fuck.
smiling.
Stephen Wayne Anderson, sentenced to die after fatally shooting an 81-year-old Californian woman in 1980, asked for 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, a mix of hominy and corn, and
I can't do hominy.
and a pint of plain cottage cheese. He topped all of it off with a piece of peach pie, a pint of chocolate chip ice cream, and radishes. What the
Radishes?
fuck did you... Well, look at him. I mean, fuck.
Did he just take bites out of the radishes?
I mean, yeah, just like right out of the ground.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably. So for rapist and murderer John Elliott, a cup of hot tea and 6 chocolate chip cookies were enough for his final meal back in 2003. That's all. Odell Barnes, a convicted rapist and murderer put to death in Texas in 2000, asked for a final meal of justice, equality, and world peace. None of that happened, brother. None of that happened. Delbert Teague did not ask for a final meal on the day of his execution in Texas in 1998. However, at the request of his mother, he decided to have a hamburger.
What do you have on the hamburger?
It doesn't say. It has a picture, but I don't think it's the actual picture of the hamburger he ate.
If he's one of those, because there's 2 different people that eat hamburgers. There's the one group that eats them with everything: lettuce, tomato, onion,
Yeah.
pickles, mayonnaise, mustard, and then you've got
I eat it loaded, yeah.
the people like Jordan.
Give me the patty, hold the bread.
She literally gets mustard and pickles on it.
At least she does something.
No, you're missing all the good shit. Like, that's all in there for a reason.
So this is a funny one.
Yeah.
Murderer Cleve Foster asked for a 5-gallon bucket of peaches,
Wow.
2 fried chickens, and French fries. But then he then received a reprieve from the Supreme Court, so he never got to enjoy that particular meal. He was, however, ultimately executed in 2012.
What's a reprieve mean?
Like a hold up.
Oh, so
Yeah. They like held up his execution, like put in his meal that he wanted. 2 days later, they reprieved him. Victor Fueguer is perhaps better known for his final meal of a single olive with the pip still in it, and for the fact that he was the last person put to death in the state of Iowa than for the murder that actually landed him in the gallows in 1963.
Oh, wow. Iowa cut it early.
But we're talking a single olive. One olive.
Obviously, something to him.
There's got to be some sentimental
Yeah,
shit behind that.
there's a meaning or a go fuck yourself somewhere in there
Yeah.
for a single olive.
Two-time murderer Jonathan Nobles entered a 12-step recovery program after he was incarcerated and became a devout Catholic. For his last meal in 1998, Nobles consumed bread as part of a final Holy Communion ritual. So, like in church, like you can get the little communion bread and little shot of fucking grape juice wine.
Or they give you, or the kids get the fake wine.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're badasses for drinking wine. Ain't happening.
Yeah. Reginald Leonard Reeves was placed on death row for the brutal murder of 14-year-old Jenny Lynn Weeks. 4 pieces of chicken and 2 Cokes were all that he requested for his final meal in 2002.
Grilled or fried?
Looks fried. Yeah, fried.
Good man.
I like grilled chicken, man.
I like grilled chicken, but I mean, if it's my deathbed, I'm not worried about saving calories.
Here's a real fucked up one. Murderer Charles Rumbaugh's final meal request in 1985 was a simple one. 1 flour tortilla
Tortilla.
and water.
Some people like, dude, I'm telling you, if that camel gets to deathbed, she wants water before she's going.
I mean,
That is in reference to producer Jordan, who is officially
passed out. We should start a whole segment where we see how long she lasts into the episode, and then we make it like an announcement, but it needs to be like a saying. Like,
fuck, she's awake.
no, like for when she goes to sleep.
We'll talk to the production company and come back to you on that one.
We just have to keep it from her.
That's not gonna be hard to do.
Carla Faye Tucker, a Texan who was executed in 1998 for killing 2 people in a burglary, requested a fruit plate for her last meal, although she did not eat it.
A fruit plate? What the hell?
I don't know. I'm guessing like fucking grapes and pineapple. Whatever it was, the guards ate great. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Charles Peace was an infamous cat burglar and murderer whose story piqued the interest of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who once mentioned him in a Sherlock Holmes tale. On the morning of his execution in 1879, Peace ate a hearty breakfast of eggs and a large amount of salty bacon. How did we leave bacon out of ours?
I don't know. Special.
That's the worst fucking thing ever. Oh, yeah,
Jordan does not like. For anybody that doesn't know, Jordan refuses to eat bacon. Something goes back to where Dad used to make it for breakfast every day. So now the little commie doesn't like bacon. I can tell you now, when Alex wants bacon, I get the thick shit
Yeah.
and go get me some bacon.
Have you had turkey bacon, though?
Yeah,
It's very good.
We get it off and on.
It's very good.
It really depends if I'm in the mood for bacon.
Yeah.
Like if I'm hard on the hammer, I want real bacon. Yeah. If I'm just in the mood for the flavor of bacon, then yeah, we'll get the turkey. Especially if we're trying to cut.
Yeah.
I like that better. Turkey, bacon, BLTs.
Turkey bacon BLTs are fucking
Why?
fire.
Because they're less greasy, or what's behind?
They
it?
don't lose. So you know how like normal pork bacon,
Yeah.
when you start to cook it, it's like this big, and it
Yeah.
always ends up like this big.
Yeah.
Turkey bacon doesn't do that.
Correct.
Turkey bacon, it shrinks a small amount, but not a ton.
No.
And the taste for me, I like pork bacon
yeah.
a ton, but turkey bacon just has a different, like it's almost a little bit chewier, and I like that.
Yeah.
So the reason that I like turkey bacon is because normal bacon is great if it's cooked perfectly. It's kind of like a steak.
Hold on. Well, finish and we'll go back. I got a
We
question.
can,
Okay.
we can cook it on the new Blackstone.
Okay, but
do
it's
that
like
tonight.
it's got to be cooked perfectly, kind of like a steak, but then you still have like a thick piece of fat on there no matter what kind of bacon you get, and then some meat. Like, I don't love chewing fat, but I don't like for my bacon to be crunchy. I like it
What-
a little bendy, a little
So,
like
there's my question. You say, quote unquote, the perfect, cooked perfectly. My
Right.
mom loves crispy bacon. Like, you bite into it and that some bitch glass panes.
no. Oh, no.
She likes her toast damn near burnt.
I
too.
love
It's
your
weird.
mom, but I don't like that.
It's weird.
No, but turkey bacon, like you can cook it. It's not hard to cook perfectly, and you don't have that element of a big old piece of fat in your mouth.
Nah, see, I think I'm more towards that. So NASCAR makes them when we used to be able to like eat at the buffet.
Yeah.
I was never a huge breakfast guy until about 2 years ago, when NASCAR, because they have a breakfast for us every morning that we're in early. I don't know where they get their bacon from,
But it's good shit.
It's the thickest bacon you ever had, and they just keep piling it in there because they know we're gonna go through it. I've seen guys go in there and literally get a whole like to-go tray. They just pick up bacon, put it in there, close it, walk away.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I used to do that in the Army all the time.
Hey, but it's got to be like, it's like a wet noodle almost. It's not. There's no
Yeah.
crispiness to it. It's unfortunately, producer Albany, our love will never work because I prefer my bacon to be basically still oinking at me as long as it's warm.
Oh, she's like, oh. So, we're going to continue. Can we talk about why a pecan, like, after you shell it and stuff?
Wait, pecan or pecan? There it is. I knew somebody would pick up on it.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Why does it look like a weird vagina?
It is a pecan. It's a pecan. It's not.
No,
like,
they're
look,
weird.
just look at them.
Yeah, they're weird.
Like a weird vagina, like heavily used. Oh, what? I can't say.
Like a roast beef sandwich.
Wow.
Oh, is that the line? Sorry.
After murdering a man in a restaurant, Ricky Ray Rector duped a police officer into believing that he would surrender for his crime. Instead, he shot the officer in the back before turning the gun on himself in an attempted suicide. He survived a gunshot wound to the head.
Oh,
but-
seriously?
But was left intellectually impaired. His mental insufficiency was perhaps best illustrated when he told officers on the day of his execution in 1992 that he was saving his pecan pie, or pecan pie, for later. The rest of the meal consisted of steak, fried chicken, and cherry Kool-Aid. Hey, bro, with the Kool-Aid. Correction officers
Oh, yeah.
refrained from disposing of the pecan pie until after his execution.
You
Huh?
don't waste good pie. They ate that.
Oh, for 100%. They didn't throw that
As soon
shit
as
out.
he was done cooking, they went in the office. They shut the door. We got forks.
I'm going to tell you now, I don't like pecans.
Not a big fan.
Don't like pecan pie.
Favorite
either.
pie, quickly. Favorite pie.
Favorite pie?
Favorite pie.
Don't like pie.
Fuck you. Favorite pie.
I don't have one.
Fuck you.
I
Favorite
don't-
pie.
I don't have one.
Okay.
I don't like. I'm not a big.
Boston cream pie.
I haven't had that, so I can't say.
Producer Albany?
Good.
No, I mean, what is your favorite? Jesus. Stay with the topic,
That's
please.
why I was singing cherry pie.
Oh, cherry pie is your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Jordan, you got an opinion?
Nope.
Okay,
Her
no?
opinion is.
I don't know if she's a big pie
I
person.
do make this peanut butter chocolate chip pie.
I
That's
think you've had that from
really
me.
good.
Why is that not your favorite? Hippie?
It's dense.
Ow.
Sorry.
Go over there.
So I got to be honest.
Nobody said pumpkin.
I just need to put this on the air. Not a dessert guy.
Yeah, I'm not saying once a night, bub.
No, like not a dessert guy.
So you're telling me you could go the rest of your life and never have a cookie again?
Yeah.
I
Albany.
love baking.
Albany, come up here.
Oh boy.
Tell them exactly
go.
what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I love baking, but I don't love sweets. I appreciate sweets. I like sweets. I crave sweets every once in a while, but sweets aren't like my most favorite thing to eat.
Yeah.
But I love baking sweets
Why?
because it's therapeutic or something. I'm not really sure, but I love baking sweets. Probably because I don't eat them and I eat everything else. Billy will not ever eat the desserts that I make.
So if you like the running
Except
joke.
for red velvet cake, but he eats that once a
Oh.
year on his birthday.
So what
Like,
I'm
I'm
getting
dead
at
serious.
is, like, the running joke is, if you bring cookies in our house, chocolate chip cookies, basic, set them on our counter. Between me and a little hyena that's sleeping right now, you got about 2 days. I don't care what size the thing is, they're gonna be gone.
Neither one of us will eat them.
Seriously, you guys
Nope.
have that kind of self control?
We don't like it.
Oh fuck, we don't have that kind of self control.
It's not even that like I don't like it. It's just so I grew up in a family of heavier people,
Yeah.
all with diabetes.
So did I.
All
So
with
did I.
diabetes, and so I guess from like an early age, I just listening to all like the craziness of like people like passing out because of their fucking diabetes and
Not taking care of it. Yeah.
so I never got into eating. And like I get so much shit at work by like my buddies and stuff because they're like, you're not American, you don't like titties or beer or fucking
Tell them about the cookies I make at Christmas.
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
So every Christmas,
Yeah.
producer Albany for my work and a lot of like friends and stuff,
Yeah.
she makes these cookies that her grandmother used to make.
I make a spread of
Like we're talking like I think I would say
Mhm.
1,000
Damn.
cookies.
different types.
Different types. I take them to work. I give them to friends.
You just distributed them at that point.
I've not eaten one in 8 years.
I can tell you now, Jordan, I don't think had the chance to. Well, she didn't because we were at my parents'. My mom used to bake a lot, and I think she stopped doing it because the people that actually lived in the house couldn't stay away from them.
Yeah.
She would take them out and have the little cooling rack when they come out of the oven.
Yeah.
They're lucky if they make it off the cooling rack because the best thing you're gonna find is a cookie that's fresh out of the oven, still kind of warm. Just give me the whole cooling rack. I'll be back. I'll bring you the rack back when I'm done.
Hell yeah.
This is why I'm overweight. But cake? No, nothing on cake.
Nope. I eat
Jesus.
my favorite cake is red velvet cake, and I eat it once a year on my birthday, and I eat a piece. That's it.
I make cupcakes.
You know, Han, like everything he does is red velvet, right?
Because it's amazing.
I've seen him drink it in booze. I've seen him get it in the pumpkin rolls that you get it. The pumpkin rolls you get at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He'll get them. He'll get the red velvet milk when it was released for a limited time. It's like, dude, it's good, but come on, it's not that good.
Okay, can I ruin red velvet for you guys?
Why you gotta do that?
Do you know the origin behind it? Like how it came to be?
Come on, just ruin it for me.
All right, so essentially red velvet is chocolate with red food coloring, right?
I disagree though because I don't care for chocolate.
It's chocolate with red food coloring. You like the fake dye taste, correct?
I guess.
It's true. I've made red velvet a million times. It is chocolate with red food coloring.
But does the red food coloring take some of the sweetness out of it? Because I think chocolate is
No.
what
Where
fucks
does it
me
come
up.
from?
Okay. So back like I don't know, probably like fucking like settlers and shit. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
You calling me fat?
No, you're on my nerve.
No.
On the nerve.
So it was menstrual blood that they would put into the cake.
Wow.
To for like men that had treated them wrongly.
Why?
And now I don't eat that anymore. Don't eat that.
It's not 100%
It's
just food coloring and chocolate together.
Yeah, it is.
The reaction of acidic vinegar, and buttermilk tends to better reveal the red. That's a big word I ain't gonna read. Something in cocoa that keeps the cake moist, light and fluffy. Red
Spoiler,
velvet.
Have you ever made a chocolate cake? It's got the same things.
It's my turn on the mic, not yours. I'm going to disagree because I don't eat a lot. I think Jordan hates it because Jordan loves sweet shit. And as a kid, I could drink Hershey's chocolate syrup out of the bottle.
Yeah.
Now, I'm vanilla. Like, I don't even...
If
don't
I have to
remember
pick,
the
I'm
last-
chocolate.
Honestly, we got something a couple weeks ago we shared. And she's telling me to eat it so she doesn't eat it. Dude, it's just too sweet for me.
Gotcha.
Like, I completely understand when they say your taste buds change.
They do.
I used to hate mushrooms and onions. I love mushrooms and onions. I used to love chocolate, like anything chocolate, other than the M&Ms that I have an addiction to.
Yeah.
I can't eat chocolate that much. It's too much for me. Can't do sweet tarts still, or Sour Patch Kids.
So I don't know if you guys listening realize, but we have covered 30 death row inmates and their last meals.
Wow.
Yes. So Alex, Al Capone. I mean, I looked it up.
I'll look it up.
So
You got it?
no, I looked it up, but it didn't bring it up. So I
Really?
was like, that's what I was doing when y'all were talking. Al Capone's last meal before he died.
Al Capone's Last Supper. It's the second one down. You want me to read it, or do you have it?
Go ahead.
We're convinced Al Capone's Last Supper may have consisted of the following, so it's not 100%, but it's close. Alfredo's fettuccine, linguine with Morro Bay rock shrimp, fruit salad, grenadine.
That's what you wanted us to say?
No, there
'Cause-
was one that had like
The one I'm reading right now says,
had like 25 like Big Macs and
oh, I don't know
The Big
that
Mac
one.
wasn't even around when Al Capone died, was he?
I don't think so. Some people. So I'm reading here that some people claim that the singer.
Singer.
Sorry, I got really off topic. I am sorry. Google is not being my friend tonight. But what I was gonna say is, after going over 30 of these motherfuckers, Alex,
Yeah.
do you change what your last meal would be?
Let's see. Okay. I want the French onion soup because for some god-awful reason, I love French onion soup.
That's all right.
I love French dip with the au jus sauce. Prime rib dip, sorry. I love it. I want a Taco Bell Crunch Wrap.
You also want coffee.
I want my cup of coffee. A Jack and Coke would be nice. If I can just get the bottle of Jack, cool. Dessert, I just want one chocolate chip cookie. That's all I want. I want to save the calories. But I'm going to eat the calories in my Crunch Wrap Supreme and soft taco.
I would say you're dying. Who gives a fuck?
It'll be cool. We'll shake it all out in the next life.
Fuck it.
Billy,
Yes.
last meal. You staying on what you got? You changing? You thinking?
Grilled cheese.
Go cheese.
Right off the head. I want
Gotta have soup with it.
a fifth of whiskey, but I want it to be Jack Daniels number 7, and then I want a shot of Gentleman Jack,
Oof.
and then
That'll make you dance a little.
I'm gonna say chicken Alfredo
Really?
is a must,
We're back in the Alfredo kick again?
and then I want a Taco Bell 12-piece box with Diablo sauce.
Dude, I can't do the Diablo sauce.
Don't give a fuck.
It hurts coming back out.
That's what I want. It's not coming back out
It's not. It won't have that kind of time.
unless I'm getting electrocuted. Then it's fuck. I don't care.
Producer Albany, I'm pretty sure you can go back to the cliff notes on this episode. That is nothing close to what
No.
Billy had on the first try.
No, after reading it, I was like, yeah.
No
let's change
dessert.
it. Red velvet cake with actual menstrual blood.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
What kind of icing?
But I would want actually, and like, to totally like close it out with like dessert. I would say a piece of red velvet cake that producer Albany makes, and a bucket of her Christmas cookies.
bucket?
A bucket. Like,
you
with
gonna donate them to the homeless kids of America?
no, I'm
or-
going to eat every single one.
I hope I'm not electrocuting you because your belly's gonna explode.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
You going anyway?
So that is... Jesus. Like, we talk about food, and like everybody's like, yeah, food. That
Tasty.
is the topic.
It was interesting.
It's a little shorter episode,
Was.
but I'm not upset about it.
Although we're not doing too bad on time.
Where we at?
120.
Oh, fuck. I
Yeah,
thought it was
we're
way shorter.
Oh God, no, we're good.
Cool, sweet. So, I've asked you, you've asked me, we're there. Guys, tell us, please. We will post this, obviously, on the Facebook page. Comment under. Tell us what your last meal would be, because I know me and Alex both are very willing to listen, because we would probably change ours if you say some good shit.
Yeah, if you come up with something better than I got, there's a chance I'll just start winging it.
I'm going to now pull us into the Honorable Brewski, and I'm going to do that before we do our brew review, just because this needs to be said.
I can dig it.
So, Albany has a great aunt.
Mm-hmm.
She's 93.
Yeah.
93. Is that right? 96. I'm sorry.
Oof, I hope I make it 96.
She has lived through everything. The Great Depression, wars, everything.
All of her brothers survived World War II.
All of her brothers survived World War
Oh,
II.
that's big.
She was one of, I think 12 kids.
Yeah, one of 12 kids. Yeah.
Wow.
So she's been through it all.
Yeah.
Her name, we call her Aunt Jean or Jeannie,
Mm-hmm.
and she's an amazing woman. Like,
Mhm.
she just accepts everyone. She's loving. She's caring. She recently, huh?
She's a fucking fighter.
She's a fighter, yeah. So she actually got COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
This happened last week or the week before. She went into the hospital with a fever. She recovered. They sent her home. We just got news tonight that she's gone into the hospital with the first stages of pneumonia and a fever of 103.
Mm.
This happened while we were on air. I got a text message from producer Albany. So if you saw in the beginning of the show that I looked at my phone,
Or that I wasn't here.
or that when she wasn't here, that's what she was
Yeah.
dealing with. So I do apologize to you, Albany. I didn't realize the severity of what was happening. I'm gonna have to make her the Honorable Brewski of the Week.
It's about the right move there.
We're all, making our prayers and, obviously optimistic
Yeah,
with the
sure.
history of what COVID is and what it does. It is very scary. And so that's sort of a reason also that we kind of getting through this episode.
Yeah.
We need to be there for family and times that are needed.
Correct.
So I'm making Aunt Jean, 96-year-old badass who has lived through it all and is probably going to make it through this too. She is our Honorable Brewski of the Week.
There you go.
So
I like it.
let's pull right back into our brew review of the tasty Imperial IPA called The Truth from Flying Dog Brewery. I'm going to say, Alex, what's your taste?
Taste?
Start with taste, and then we'll go back to a can or bottle art.
Give it a 4.6.
Mm,
It's got a good flavor. I like the bitterness of it, but it's not heavy on the stomach. We did eat a pretty sizable dinner. Thanks for dinner. Before we started, it's an 8.7. Don't underestimate it. It is an 8.7.
Fuck with it, yeah.
It will put you on your ass.
Yep.
But it's not. Honestly, it's not heavy in the stomach. I don't feel bloated like I usually would.
Yeah.
Again, I like the bitterness. If you like a bitter IPA, something that bites back, it's completely worth it. I'm impressed with it. It's another good one from Flying Dog. I mean, if that was them just trying to fill the portfolio, just keep trying to fill the portfolio. Then you're doing a hell of a
It's
job.
fucking extreme, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's going to be a 4.8. Actually, 4.9. Flying Dog really hits me every time.
Mm-hmm.
They produce a really great product. I've enjoyed it every single time I've drank any of their beers.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, remember at the beginning I said it goes one of two ways when it warms up.
Mm-hmm.
This one took a good route. I enjoyed it every single second of it. Alex,
Can art.
bottle art, bitch.
Bottle art. Again, like Billy explained in the beginning, it's another one from Flying Dog. They kind of have the Tim Burton feel to everything. The face, if you haven't seen this, we'll post a picture of it. The face on the guy's kind of creepy, almost scary looking. one eye is way higher than the other. It's kind of a screwed up image, but it's cool looking.
It is very
You know,
cool.
it's interesting. It matches their logo, their style. Give them a 4.5 on can art, bottle art, just for the fact of they do their own thing and they're not scared to. But everything else outside of the guy in the middle is simplistic.
Yeah, it's really cool, yeah. And I think, for me, can art or bottle art. Sorry, guys.
Bottle.
I've been doing this so long. I'm going to go with the 4.7. Same stuff, kind of bouncing off Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I like the eclecticy or eclectic realm they chose to go. Of course, they always go that way, and it always works. So
Yes.
I'm very interested in it.
They live and die by that sword, but it works. for
And
them.
again, like that simplistic, like green, but it's still splotchy green.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you color with marker and then you like spill some water, you can see
Yeah.
like the little like watermarks. Like it a lot, so it'd definitely be a 4.7 for me. 4.9 on taste. Yeah, that's what I got.
I like it.
So guys, make sure you check us out on all the platforms, including YouTube. Also, if you check us out on Apple, make sure you rate, review, comment, the whole fucking
Like, follow, share,
subscribe, do all the fucking cool things. We appreciate you guys so much. Again, I hate to cut it early, but I do have family things I need to tend to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. Alex, thank you so much. And I
Another
want
fun
to
one.
say thank you guys, our fans, for listening and keeping up with us. We've been doing this since September now, and we're enjoying the ride. So
We are, guys. Thank you for the support. Billy, take us out.
all right, guys, this has been Two Dudes in a Brew podcast. I'm Billy,
I'm Alex.
And
For
we'll
producer Albany, producer Jordan.
and we'll catch you next time.
See
Cheers,
you
my guy.
Cheers.